What's up guys, Spaz here with a step-by-step walkthrough for Nightmare and Hard Earth Shaker. Don't worry about the gold guns you see flashing there. You can do this with plain old regular anything. Most people find this raid to be the easiest hard mode and nightmare mode because it's the most mechanical out of all the raids. All you have to do is do the mechanics and you'll get through. Just paint by numbers. It's super easy. The ideal group for this is going to be 2 medics, 2 assaults with light machine guns, and 1 sniper. You can also use that group makeup on hard if you're having problems, but you can really get through hard pretty easily with any motley crew. First thing is most important. Never park yourself in front of the spawn points. Never want the spawn points behind you. Lines on the ground through the level show you where the activation markers are for each wave. All you have to do is cross it and come back. Just walk your regular speed forward to the activation line. Save your stamina for the sprint back. You don't want to run out of stamina when those things are firing at your back. It's easy to get turned around in the elevator. It'll even spawn you backwards sometimes. Just remember, facing forward, the handlebar is always on the right. A critical piece of information that many people don't know is that the cameras on the turrets are its headshot zone. Nearly every turret in the game has one. There's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, that's the rule. Alright, let's move into the actual raid now. Start at the Ingress level. First things first, make use of the cover provided by your helicopter. Start off by clearing out the main runway you're going to take in. Once all of that's gone, you're going to want to focus on the sniper towers. In hard, these are sniper. In nightmare, these are RPGs. If you can't get the shot while the thing is moving, wait until it's on its way down. Duck down. Nice, easy shot on both sides. Just switch windows to the other side after you got this one. Start out using the corner. Creep your way in. These heavy soldiers, aka shield guys, are really easy to deal with. One person pins them down, the other person flanks them. Another thing you can do, you'll see right here, is toss a grenade. They will turn their back to you to block the grenade blast with their shield. Level 1. Some stuff happens. Whoop-de-doo. For the turrets, use your cover. Only stick out just enough of you that you can shoot. Everything else should be hiding behind cover. Distance is absolutely your friend. Your shots get weaker over distance, but so do theirs. And they can't heal themselves. So hang back. This is a great raid for a sniper or light machine gun, and just stay back and pound them non-stop until they blow. That's level 1. As promised, stuff happened. Alright, let's get to the elevator, get the next level going. Level 2. Everybody's going to go to the only piece of cover that's out there and focus fire on the turret. It's going to melt instantly. Once the first turret goes down, ads are going to start spawning from the doorways. Right after that, left and right turrets are going to pop up at the same time. Get back to cover. Stick out only just as much as you have to. I'm not going to keep saying this over and over. You should get it by now. Make sure you're covering your team. If you get swarmed, you're dead. Next phase, people always go forward too soon. It's wrong. See them doing it right now. Don't do it. You do that, you break the cardinal rule of this raid, which is don't get any spawn points behind you. See, now look, half of the team is running around. We're trying to cover each other because they're too far forward. Look. They're all facing the side. They're not even facing forward. Alright, the only thing that's advancing this is me taking the turrets down. A lot of friendly fire happens in this kind of situation that would not happen if they were back here where I'm standing now. Now, I'm going to activate the next wave. Doesn't matter who does it, but I want you to see this. You walk up and sprint back. Don't waste your stamina coming forward or you'll run out on the way back. Now, right now this looks perfect except for that one guy off to the left. This is how it should be. We're going to pretend he's not there. And look how beautifully this is all going. Everybody's shooting forward instead of sideways. Except for look who's dead because he went too far forward. Now that everything is cleared out, we can start pushing up. Once you have the pit cleared out, you have a few options. You can fight down here in the pit, you can fight all the way in the back of the room, super safe, or you can fight here in the middle, in between relative safety and high damage. Advancing forward, it's always using the cover, just poking out enough to track your target and then back behind cover again. As always, once the last turret's down, the door to the elevator will open. Level 3. Center turret, then left and right, plus adds. I'm moving up to activate the next wave and then sprinting back, all the way back. Take everything out from a distance. Next, the twin turrets pop up. I'm throwing my grenades, so there's a guy in front of me. You're going to see everybody toss their grenades. We're aiming for the middle of them to take them both out at the same time. And up to activate the next wave and sprint back. See a pattern here, I hope. Focusing on the turrets. Nothing's going to happen until the turrets are all down. Remember, the camera lens is the headshot on the turrets. Level 4. I like to start on the left cover, take out the right turret and then the left turret. You can do either way, pretty much whatever you want as long as you're using cover. This floor is going to be a little different than the others. It's not going to have those blue or green lines on the floor showing you where the activation is, so you're going to have to play a little bit of guessing. Just go cover to cover. Advance forward slowly. Make sure the turrets are down before you activate the next one. As always, when the last turret goes down, the elevator door opens. Alright, that brings us to floor 5. We're going to come in straight to cover. Take out either the right or the left. across from where you take up position. Take the turret down and hang on. Take out all the adds and the spawns so they don't spawn behind you. Push up to the next piece of cover. Come up. Activate and turn back. Keep working those corners. Taking out only one thing at a time. Try to keep only half of your body exposed, so that doesn't happen. Remember what I said about being in front of the spawn points? We just got flanked from behind because the sniper's not back at the elevator watching us. Next we advance to engage the two rear turrets. We're going to start on the left side of this box, and you can see there's no good shot. We have to swing around to the right side of the crate and expose our right to take this guy out. Once he's gone, you're going to come up to the left, right, all the way into the little pocket here and just nail this thing through the little hole. You cannot do this on the left, it doesn't work. Okay, floor 6. If you did bring along an engineer, this is where he becomes useful. Take this center line from where the door is centered and put a mine down. Once that's down, you're going to wait for the two armadillos to come all the way to the inside, and then you shoot the mine so that it blows up both of them, just like that. Remember, after the armadillos go down, that Hard and Nightmare are going to have ceiling and floor turrets also. One of the things that's going to make a huge difference on this floor is running up and grenading these armadillos like you're seeing here. Now keep in mind what we talked about at the beginning of the raid. D-pad down pulls out your grenades so you don't have to take the extra time on that animation. When grenading the armadillo, you want to go for as shallow an angle as possible to make sure that the grenade doesn't bounce back out, because it will. As long as it doesn't bounce out, you're pretty much guaranteed a kill on the armadillo. Floor 7, we're going to start off on the left, take out the turret, and then split into two groups of right medic and assault, left medic and assault. Once again, go with the most shallow possible angle to deliver the grenade so it doesn't bounce out. Just get in and right back out. Make sure you're using this pit to your advantage, especially over on the gradients. Find a nice spot that you can duck down and stand up, and you're all set. Take a minute every once in a while when you have good cover like this. Regenerate all your health and armor. Pull out your roll, whether it's ammo, health, armor. Look around, check, make sure everybody's good before you jump back in. Once this central area becomes activated, it has to be watched constantly for the rest of the round. Down here at the bottom, adds are going to constantly spawn, and if your team is all on the left, these guys are going to come, flank around, come up from behind you and take you out. 2/3 done now. Let's get into floor 8. You're going to go straight into cover and start taking out the turrets. Remember to hit the turrets where it counts. Those camera lenses are headshots. Focus all your fire on the camera lenses. These Hornet turrets are going to keep coming on infinite respawn until you take out the back. So if you don't push up, you're going to get pinned down, and it's going to keep sending stuff infinitely to keep you pinned down until you push. Now we're seeing the Blaster Squad enter the game, and we're going to have to talk strategy. When these guys blow up, they do major splash damage around them, and it's not uncommon for them to take out another blaster next to them or a turret next to them. Time for the 9th inning stretch. Take a smoke break, curl up in a corner, grab a drink. As we go down the side here, you'll see all of these are open in some way, not suitable for cover, except for this one right here. That's the one before the end. Now there's probably one on the left side also, but everybody always goes right. People want to run around and hunt down some kills instead of letting them come to them. And it's all good till you get touched. Remember, we're doing hard and nightmare here. Just hold your pocket. And there's the green light telling you to regroup in the next section. Advance up. And we're going to come in here to the elevator. This is the old way of doing it, but it gives you two sides of cover. Around the corner here is a better way to do that. And then up here in the pilings is what we've got everybody doing now. But I got something even better for you. As soon as you enter the back section, either go left or right, which way doesn't matter. The only thing that's important is that everybody in the group is stacked together. If you're stacked together, everything will come running towards you in one spot. If you're all spread out, all the ads are going to go running out to different locations. Bring your group in a nice corner pocket here. You're only exposed on two sides, and they funnel in like a shooting gallery. It's beautiful. If your team is all stacked up properly, you're going to find a lot of those ads got held up on a corner or something back there. If you turn around, they're going to be funneling into you. And floor 10, we're almost there. Run in, grab a piece of cover, and start working the corner just like every other time. Nothing new here. Take out the blaster squadrons. These guys take a lot of lead to put down. If you see a body and it's not holding a gun, it's already dead. You don't have to keep messing with it. Right about this time, Op 4 is going to pop smoke grenades on you. Fall back behind the cover. Set up diagonal firing lines across from each other. Clear all the ads. Once the smoke clears, you can engage the turrets safely. For the 11th floor, we're going to charge the cover, take out the turret perpendicular to it, and then rush the sides. You should have people on both sides to be able to turn the mammoth back and forth, swapping aggro back and forth between each other. Alright, mammoth is down. Let's pause right here for a second. If you imagine the layout of this as Minecraft blocks, the front 3 blocks here, touching any of them will start the next turret. So you want to set an angle to touch down and then run straight across. Once the front turrets are clear, start working on the back turrets. You can either take them on from up here or down in the tunnels, one at a time. I know you're going to notice that all the rear spawn points have activated. This will be a great time to have a sniper on the team again. Now there's 2 different ways you can approach the rear mammoth. One is the easy way. You need 2 people at least. One person goes down each side and tag teams. It's switching off aggro with each other. If you're the last one standing, pick a tunnel, go down, keep your back against the middle so the mammoth can't get you, and take out that armadillo. As you can see through the wall, my teammates on the left are not hitting him to turn him around, so I'm gonna have to do this like they're all dead and solo it. I already took out this armadillo, so I can just use all this sweet cover back here. And look at that, it's just made for it. Alright, floor 12. Get situated behind cover and start poking your head out, taking shots at the turrets. Now that those are gone, we just need to stick a foot in between those 2 crates and make this next turret pop up. You can attack from down there or up here, but remember, farther is always better. Now, assuming that a sniper or somebody is behind you, covering you, we move up to the crates and start taking out the first armadillo. You can do it from either side, just make sure you go catty corner across. Once that's done, grenade the other one, and you're out. Next, we're going to take the stairs on the left. We need a whole group here, or at least 2 people. People don't tend to follow, so we're simulating that here. These guys are back there, not following, just messing with the ads. I'm going to solo everything else. That means instead of focusing all my attention on the turrets and ads across from me, I have to constantly look around to see if any spec ops are on me from these 3 spawn points. Yep, like that. Remember what I've been screaming this whole time. Only stick your head out far enough that you can see one of them, then only one of them can see you. Work that one. Oh, spec ops. And back to working this. Alright, looks like I got it. And now we come up to the only checkpoint in the middle of a level in this raid. Everybody get your grenades out. Everybody grenade out. Remember, we're looking for chain reaction, splash damage. If nothing else, you just bring them down a little bit. They're back there like it's nightmare mode. We're only in hard here. But, yeah. Nightmare mode, you want to be back in that doorway. Get in here, pick up a blaster. Don't forget to pick up a blaster. Final boss fight, floor 13. As soon as the door opens, the right quadrant's going to have a little freebie there. Most people clear this out in easy and normal, even though it really provides cover. Sometimes, though, the boss won't start until this stuff is cleared out. This isn't one of those times. If you haven't noticed yet, that machine's arm touches the ground, and then a few seconds after it pulls away, a turret pops out of the spot. Now you're going to want to hang out in the middle of the room in between phases. You don't really know which way it's going to go. It's totally RNG, and sometimes it is 2 in the front and 2 in the back in a row. Back here in the back right, just in front of the spot I'm standing, is a turret that kills people all the time. This is not one from the boss. This is one that pops up every time in that spot. Now, ideally, you would have speed ran through everything up until now. Once you get to the boss fight, you slow it down. That's real important. Now, for easy mode, to get the max crowns, you need 1.520 million. Normal, 1.566 million. Hard, 1.513 million. And Nightmare, 1.774 million. I'll put those up at the end of the raid on the screen. The important thing to know is that every time the boss opens like that, between then and the next time it opens, you're gonna get around 90,000 points. So all you gotta do is not kill the boss until you're over the kill score, which is right at the bottom of the map. Super easy. You think everybody could do that, right? Shit. So the first thing I try to do to make a difference is just not shoot the boss, and it pretty much always turns out to not be enough. So the thing to do to slow them down is to not attack any of the ads. Then with any luck, when the boss is open, they'll be shooting at ads instead of the boss. One more thing you can do for easy and normal is just jump out, get yourself hurt to pull the medics and the engineers away from what they're doing and come over to you. As you can see, that's not happening. Too late. So one last really important thing. You see how everybody's over there at the end waiting. You always get some asshole hanging back at the back of the room. Now, this thing does its animation. General Jerkoff's gonna talk. And now the regroup comes up. So we're holding up the raid completion right now until we get over to that green pop-up. Okay, now the raid is continuing. Now, you're not gonna believe this, but the absolute best scenario from the time you kill him until the time the timer stops is a full minute. That's if everybody dashes straight down to the end as soon as it ends. Here are the max crown kill scores and speedrun times for all difficulty levels. And hey, you can't forget about this special Earthshaker event going on. Let's see if RNGesus likes me this time. Drum roll. Permanent engineer helmet. Hell yes.